Let me see. All right, so the stream should be doing very well, actually. 720 720 HD right there. There we go. Okay, now we can announce this to the, just to share Discord does not appear to be unlicensed. Applications to share it for whatever reason. I really wish it would allow me to not tag these guys. Edit. Oh. That's fine. Alrighty. Don't see anyone spawned in yet. Hitting previous and next. No one's spawned into any aircraft here, so right now I think the players are discussing what aircraft they're going to be using. I have Discord's notification turned off, so there is no pop-ups and it's lagging the stream. But they are discussing stuff in general, so at the moment everybody just hold tight, and the tournament will be kicking off when the tournament participants are ready. Lacking desert skins, okay. I might have to move to Battle of Britain. That might be the move right now, ladies and gentlemen. I think we might end up having to move. All right. I'm gonna leave the game, and I guess we'll just wait here. Wait right here. Okay. So it says they're saying room is up, which is brilliant. And there it goes, right on time. Or it's probably just been up there and I just now saw it, which would be, okay. Wow, look at that. It's taken much quicker to load that than it did the Tobruk map. That's insane. That is crazy. Pardon if there are comments I haven't even checked. I need to look at the comments. I haven't looked at the comments. That's basically what I'm saying. Okay, so no one's commented. That's fine. This is for everyone though. So I'm willing to do this. Throw the headphones down. Let me see what we can talk about. So right after this match, obviously aKULA progressed, and so aLOYSIUS or thePredator, depending on today's matchup, this will be the championship matchup. I mean, this is what it's for. These matches are for the top three, and it's looking like that's the case, because if you look at the bracket already, aLOYSIUS, thePredator, aLOYSIUS, thePredator, you know? Well, you guys cannot see it. You can't see my live screen, but you are able to see the announcements if you are in the Discord for Wod tournaments, Wod PL, Wod Blitz Pro League. What's the code? 1231. Should not have said that on stream. No one's on it though, it's fine. Yeah. Pajamas, CC, Joel CC, aKULA 202, thePredator, like I said, Black Knight, Dawn Central. Actually, I might as well just do this. So these are the preseason matchups. For preseason, we've got aKULA 202 versus Papa James, and whoever is the winner of that will then play thePredator, and then you keep progressing. CC Joel CC is going to play Black Knight. Dawn Central versus Jeji. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Jeji. Jeji. And Dawn Central and Jeji will play whoever won Black Knight, vice versa for Black Knight and CC Joel. Whoever is the winner play in the semifinals, really. And we got British guy from the 101st, DL, who's going to be playing Patriot. And I should probably have... Man, I really screwed this one up, didn't I? No, so I guess we'll just talk about... We'll just continue the list. Might as well continue the list. Star, I don't know if this is Star Fox, the Star I know, but if this is him, then that's nice. I don't think it is him though, because it's a different account that registered. But it's Star, who's going to be playing Killer Hunter from the 101st. Blue Foxy versus Kirov, C at the end. Whoever is the winner of any of these games, all of the people I just listed just now, starting from British guy to Kirov, will end up having to, well, at least British guy and Patriot will end up having to play aLOYSIUS. It will be the winner if British guy and Patriot end up playing aLOYSIUS. So yeah. Okay. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we are right in the midst of the dogfight here. It's already began to start. I went away ranting at myself. I'm going to ask, who is Spit? Oh, shit. Who is Spit? Okay. Alrighty. aLOYSIUS versus aLOYSIUS in the Spitfire and the Predator. The Predator. He is going to be in the Focke-Wulf. Mean Mama Jamma. This aircraft is very quick and is not to be taken any less of an underwhelming force, if you will, like the Spitfire here, who he did bring the cannons, the 20 millimeters, which are really devastating if you get them on target. They shred. I mean, once you get them on target and you're accurate, it's very, very hard for the enemy to take a beating and continue the fight. And it looks like the Predator's making the first move, but I don't know if aLOYSIUS sees this or not, but the Predator's making the first move. And I don't know if he's taking some shots yet, but I'm pretty sure aLOYSIUS is wary and he knows. Yep, as you can see, he's making the turn, and it doesn't look like the Predator wants to follow through. I mean, I wouldn't do that either. That is very risky, and honestly, why would you take on a Spitfire, right? And he's doing the right thing. Look at this. He is putting himself in a better position, distancing himself between the Spitfire, and the Spitfire is very good at turning. And so it looks like he's coming in for another attack. He's using his speed wisely, so he's keeping good energy on aLOYSIUS. And the Predator, all he has to do for aLOYSIUS in this case, all he has to do is make one mistake and turn with him. And aLOYSIUS knows this. That's why he's not continuing to, or he's not going to put any shots in. And so normally people would put shots to put pressure on the guy to make a mistake, but he's playing it wisely. He's not wasting his ammunition, and as you can see here, he's taking the shots when he is sitting still. And what's up, Exim? Welcome to the stream, and welcome to anyone else who has been in the stream. I don't know, I can't see, but there's two watching. Nice. Welcome, man. And it looks like the Predator is playing this very, very carefully here. He doesn't want to get... He wants to get close, of course, because this is a 10-minute game. And he wants it to end in his favor. And the only way to do that is to be a little close, but he has to be far. As you can see, they're right there. They're pretty close to each other. And aLOYSIUS actually might even get a shot. I think it's a little too close. Oh, no. Oh, you see the cannons there coming in. And he's getting nice shots. aLOYSIUS is opening up, as you can see. He's using the 303s, not the 20s. Very low ammunition count for the 20s. I think it's 120 rounds, which is very little if you think about how much of a spray you need and how long these players at a short time just use that ammunition. You want to use it wisely. And I don't think aLOYSIUS has a lot of ammunition left of the 20s. I think that's why he's using the 303s, or he could be saving the 20s for an absolute shot when he's up front and he's able to accurately. And oh my god, look at that. You can see some hits coming in, and he's really working on the Predator here, and he's not giving him an inch worth of his energy usage. As you can see, he's fast, but he's just fast enough to be this far from the Spitfire. That's what makes the 190 so powerful, because you can do this. But if you try and get close, like you can see the Predator is trying to do, he's trying to maintain energy but also get close and attack. It can get really difficult with the Spitfire Mark II, because the Spitfire Mark II is very good at keeping its energy, keeping its speed, and most importantly, it's very good at climbing. And climbing is what the Predator's doing, and that might be to the demise of the Predator, because as you can see, look at how fast the Spitfire can keep up with this climb. he has to dive, and now he's getting away. But I don't know if aLOYSIUS is gonna let this come easy. And it looks like he's trying to get a shot. It looks like he missed, or he didn't want to. He didn't have the angle, and this is where it starts to get a little sketchy for the Predator. Is how long can you keep the fuel, and how long can you keep the aircraft from not getting into the fight and fighting your angles. You know, you want to find your angles as quick as you can in an engagement like this, because there's no reason to let the Spitfire control the game as much as he has. And I mean, really, he has been controlling the game. aLOYSIUS not really giving the Predator any room to just set up and be comfortable. He is letting him get around, but look, he's just now having to turn around and make an attack, and this could be very deadly for aLOYSIUS. The 20s on the Focke-Wulf, and it looks like aLOYSIUS is smart. He knows better, and he doesn't even want anything to do with the Focke-Wulf there. The Predator just not landing any of the shots, and it looks like aLOYSIUS is on his 6 again. But the Predator's wise, and he is going to speed away. He's going to use his speed. And now the Predator could get something of an advantage here if he is smart. He will try and climb. Oh boy, he's going to try and climb. And what he might end up doing is catching aLOYSIUS in an energy trap here. Have him turn, and he might get away here. Because the Focke-Wulf is very, very quick, and this might work. So what he did there was he used that bit of energy that aLOYSIUS just used to turn with him, and he's going to use that for his advantage in distancing himself. But you can see aLOYSIUS is smart. He's actually climbing, and he's keeping him. You can see he's really maneuverable. He's keeping his energy and speed up, trying to keep on the same level as him, and that works. And so Predator has to make a decision here. Do I want to go, or do I have to try and energy trap him again? Because that's the only other way. And there you go. The Predator just evading. And aLOYSIUS is very good at maintaining his energy, really, and within the turns he's making, because he knows he can't let this guy just have his 6. And that's what I like about the play of the Spitfire. But it looks like the Spitfire might have the advantage here, because the Focke-Wulf does not have a lot of fuel left. I don't think it does not have a long fuel time compared to the Spitfire. And looks like some lag going on. Oh no, but it's fine. It looks like it's fixed itself. Might have been my end. Oh boy. Looks like it looks like the Predator's making a mistake. He might be out of fuel. I think that's what might have happened. And now you can see aLOYSIUS is using those 20s, not really landing any shots. But dang, that was close. He's getting really close. And in the Focke-Wulf, you see that speed is where it becomes a little too much for the Spitfire. You can't really land any shots now because these maneuvers take so much time, but they're so costly for both sides. Can he land any shots? Both of them trying to get away from each other, really trying to get some shots on. Oh, looks like he's lagging a little bit. Looks like aLOYSIUS I'm trying to figure out where he went too. Looks like he's lagging out a little bit. Unfortunate, but it looks like things are back on track, as you can see. Ooh, he's gonna try and get a shot, but he misses. That's fine. That is absolutely fine for aLOYSIUS. As long as he can keep him in front of him, he's practically in control of this entire engagement. There's nothing that the Predator can do, and aLOYSIUS is putting in those 20s, trying to land it, but it looks like the Predator is just consistent internet issues. I don't think he is really doing well right now. But it looks like aLOYSIUS actually landed some shots, and those shots did damage. And let's see what he did damage to. The left flap, sorry. Left lower flap. That is insane. That is insane. The fact that he managed to get that shot off at the angles. aLOYSIUS managed to get some hits, and it looks like the Predator's coming in for aLOYSIUS, trying to get a stab at him. I don't think he hit. It doesn't look like on the damage model he took any hits, but those were pretty darn close. And the Falkwolf being heavy already, it's not going to really make a difference in how he's turning, but it will feel slightly different. And aLOYSIUS not taking that head on, knowing better than to take on head on with a Falkwolf for that matter. Those 20 mils are absolutely it is worthless to head on a Spitfire with a Falkwolf. It is worthless. As a Spitfire to head on a Falkwolf, it is worthless. But the Predator not really giving him an inch to work with, really. I mean, yeah, sure, aLOYSIUS is controlling the game, but really, if he wanted to, he could extend this fight for as long as he needed to. And due to this being a competitive tournament, you want to get the job done. So he's trying to get this done as quickly as possible. What I would have done really was just take my time just a little bit and try and gain some distance, because as you can see, yeah, you can pull the Spitfire for however far you are pulling him, and you're pulling him at a pretty good distance. But you could see that if you had taken the time to let yourself extend a little longer, you would have more distance between yourself and the aLOYSIUS. Because right now, you are really playing a dangerous game, trying to use your speed to your advantage and get a shot off, and you're waiting for his mistake. And aLOYSIUS does make some mistakes. As you can see here, he's trying to get on his 6, and the Predator doing very well in extending the engagement. You can see there he doesn't continue to turn. As soon as aLOYSIUS loses energy, he loses he loses interest. That's just exactly what you want to be doing. But aLOYSIUS is really giving this guy a run for his money. I mean, look at this. Killing and taking off, and he's getting really close. It looks like the Falkwolf may have been out of fuel, or he is out of fuel. It looks like the Falkwolf, and I don't believe it. He's gonna die. Yeah, he's dead. GG. That is 1 point for aLOYSIUS. Huh. Who would have thought? That was interesting. So the Predator being ultimately the match favorite, because he owned the first matchup that he played against. He absolutely owned, not owned, but he had some really good techniques similar to what he was using with his Spitfire when he was playing Extreme or Christmas, that we called him. That is really wise. And what the heck just happened to my... My entire monitor just went out. That's crazy. Huh. That is actually insane. Our monitor just went out on us. I think. Let me try and plug it back up here through the power. Oh, no, it's back. Huh. Huh. That was weird. It almost felt like the power just died. When you look at the screen, it just went black. That's crazy. Okay. Well, match today, the predictions, I guess, it was in favor of the Predator, and aLOY was really just taking the guy out. Now, guys, you gotta remember, it is a Spitfire Mark II. Arguably one of the most overpowered aircraft in the entire game. And for Predator to really give this aLOYSIUS the struggle he did, I think he landed a couple of shots. Any shots in a Spitfire as a pilot, as aLOYSIUS like yourself, is very, very difficult. I mean, target on time, worrying about yourself if you miss your deflection shot, that's a lot of thinking. You have to be, in certain scenarios, just very aware and not taking as many risks. And he's really giving this guy, a lot of not strife. He's just giving him no easy shots, and he's distancing himself very, very well. And that is just that's top-notch gameplay right there. Now, it wasn't a full 10 minutes. Well, it was roughly 10 minutes. But that was very good. That worked out and planned out very well. Match point goes to the Predator. Which is brilliant. All right. Okay. So that was match point number 1. We're going to be right back, and we will have match point number 2 and then the finals. Whoever wins this next match, match number 2 or 3, if that we end up extending it that far because of the players, but that's how we'll do it. We'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll have match number 2, 3, and then